everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple with another YouTube mini class for you today. Yay! Today we are on number 71, YouTube number 71. So you all know what that means. That means today is the day we give the Big Shot machine away, and I do have a lucky winner. But first, I want to answer some questions. We've been getting some emails, so let me quickly answer some questions for you. National Scrapbooking Day. Oh, the orders that we received were insane. In fact, so many orders that I actually had to order more free gifts because we have run out. I mean, everybody's still gonna get them. Don't worry. If you placed an order during National Scrapbooking Day weekend, you will get your free gift, but I was not prepared for the amount of orders we got. Thankfully, we have a group of girls working on just those orders and another group of girls working on orders that came after the fact. So one of the questions we've been getting is, hey Stacy, I got an order that I placed later than National Scrapbooking Day. I got that first. How come? Well, that's because the girls are still working on orders from the 4th and the 5th. We're almost there. Oh my goodness, Naomi, she's like shipping 100 packages a day right now. But then we have a whole nother group of girls that are working on orders that were placed after that, so that those orders aren't being held up either. So it's all coming, I promise, and you're all gonna get your free goodies, I promise, and thank you. Thank you for such support, I tell you. You gotta be careful what you wish for, I think, because this has just been overwhelmingly positive and such a wonderful experience for us. And we've doubled our staff and we're still, I think I can. All right, hear Dory in my head every now and then say, just keep swimming, when I think it's, oh my gosh, it's too much. No, just keep swimming, and we will get all those goodies to you just as soon as possible. You can always call us, you can always email. The email to ask about your orders is the word ask, S-A-K, SMS at earthlink.net. Just drop us an email there and the girls will get back to you with a status update. I also started a new email address, which is ask, A-S-K, boy, I'm terrible at spelling, A-S-K Stacy, S-T-A-C-E-Y, all one word, Ask Stacy. And that's where you can go if you've got questions about products, or you have questions about new things that have come out, or about techniques. And I will try to, every YouTube, just address one or two of those questions and hopefully answer it for you, because my email box gets flooded with questions. So if you can forward them or send them to Ask Stacy, all one word, I'll pick a question or two every YouTube and hopefully I can answer it for you. And if I can't, I'll find somebody who can. So we have got a lot going on today. I have got the most darling stamps you have ever seen. We all do great cards. Well, I do okay cards, but everybody tries to put together a beautiful handmade card, but then we leave the envelope plain. Now, my dad always said, when you walk into a room, start with a smile, because your smile is your entrance. That's what sets the tone for your first impression. And I think your envelope should set the tone for your impression of your card. And I'm going to show you these darling stamps today that are made by a company called Stamplistic, and small company like us, small mom and pop like us. I love Jennifer. Talking to her is a hoot because we are in the exact same boat. I understand what she's going through. So really cute stamps and an easy way to spruce up your envelopes and make them a little bit more jazzy without taking a tremendous amount of time, because we all put a lot of effort into the card, but the envelope we know is going to get thrown away. So you don't want to spend too much time on it, but it's always nice to start off with a really cute impression before they even open the card. It's already, they already love it. So we're going to work on that. I'm going to do a little bit with Elle's peel-offs, and because I decorated some envelopes with those. And I am going to show you transfer sheets for Elizabeth Craft, because that is one of the most requested things that I do. Can you show us about this transfer sheet and what it is it does? So yes, I'm going to do that as well. But first, we have winners. Now, as you remember, last YouTube was the Oprah Winfrey YouTube, and No, sadly, she has not called me yet. I'm still waiting, chickie. I'm wanting to buy them shoes. So I can't say, and you get a big shot, and you get a big shot, and you get a big shot. I don't get to do that this time. But I do have one lucky winner who did win a Sizzix Big Shot Machine 2013 version from Scrapbooking Made Simple. But being that we had almost 1,000 comments, I picked 4 other people who will win some Pinecone Press items. And those are our runners up. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to announce those winners right now. And congratulations. And wow, thank you so much for all of the support. Over almost 1,000 comments, I think. That's just incredible. Thank you so much. I hope we see that every week. And I hope you take advantage of the askstacy@earthlink.net email, because I'd love to answer some of your questions. I never know what's going on out there until you talk to me. So if you've got a question, ask me, and if I can't answer it, I'll find somebody who can. Okay? Oh, FYI also, Julie Nutting, Prima Stamps, the doll stamps, new release. We've already pre-ordered it. We already have them. They'll be in around the second week of June. Go online and purchase them now. Get your pre-order in now. Almost 2/3 of the pre-order has already sold, and we ordered a large quantity. We didn't order 12s or 24s or 36s. We ordered a large quantity of these stamps. So if you want the Julie Nutting stamps, go online and pre-order them now, and maybe I'll be able to say eventually that Julie's going to come teach here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. There's a little rumor going around that she may be coming, so wouldn't that be exciting? Yay! Okay, winner, chicken dinner. Let's see, I've got my blue forms, and the first runner-up is Shirley Sanders. If you're Shirley Sanders, yay for you. You won some Pinecone Press items. Congratulations. Next, Monica B, and I think this is a local peeps. So Monica B, if that is your YouTube username, yay, you've also won a couple Pinecone Press items. And our next runner-up is Sandy Boyton. So Sandy Boyton, if that's you, yay for you. We're gonna give you some really fun Pinecone Press items. And last but not least, for the runners-up, I have Arlene Morales 1. If you're Arlene Morales 1, not Arlene Morales 2, but Arlene Morales 1, you too are a runner-up and are going to win some Pinecone Press things. So congratulations to all of our runners-up. Now, drum roll. The winner of the new 2000, I have it right here. Well, I have mine. They're gonna get a new one in a box, but I have mine here. The new 2013 Sizzix Big Shot Machine is J. Curtis Thomas. If that's you, you're a winner. Yay for you, J. Curtis Thomas. I am so excited for you. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you use it. And I hope this just made your entire day. That would make me so happy. All right, guys, those are the winners, and congratulations to them all. Of course, you know, on this YouTube, if you leave a comment, you too are going to win something fabulous from Scrapbooking Made Simple, but you have to leave a comment. And what we have learned is that it's a little difficult from an iPad. You might want to do it from your computer, and you need to have a YouTube username and login, subscribe to our channel, and then leave us a comment, okay? I'm trying to get to 10,000 people, 10,000 subscribers by maybe the end of this year. So help me. I think we can. Okay, we're gonna get started for today. And again, congratulations to all the lucky winners. We're so thankful that you give me a bit of your time every week to show you some great new products and some great new techniques, and I really appreciate it. Okay, down we go. Bye. Alrighty, so there we go. How's that? Looks pretty good. What have we got for you today? Okay, we have the most darling stamps ever. They're by Stamplistic. They actually address your envelopes. So cute. They've got about 25 different styles, everything from Christmas and Halloween to teachers to love to, I mean, look at, isn't that so cute? They call this one cartoon. And the little house is like a cartoony one, and the stamp around it, and beach. I mean, I'll go through and I'll show you all of these at the end, but they've got some fabulous, like with the seashells and the pylon for beach. Really, really cute. But I know that You've already spent all this time making a card. Now how are you going to address your envelope? You don't want to necessarily put that much effort into it, but you do want to do something that makes it stand out a little bit. And like I said, it's the smile before they open it. When they get it just in the mail, before they've even opened it to see the fabulous card, you've already made their day because it's so stinking cute. To do this, we've been working with a lot of markers and a lot of inks lately, and I'm gonna go way back. I'm gonna go old school because it's super fast, it's super easy. Anybody can do it, kids can do it, seniors can do it. It's non-messy, and that takes us back to watercolor pencils. I know many of you have these in your stash and you forget that you have them. You need to bust these bad boys out and use them. They are so easy and so fast. I can't even tell you, you can have an envelope done in just a matter of seconds. And again, if it gets thrown away, that's fine because you didn't put too much into it, but just enough to make it look really, really awesome. Now I have got, let's see, I'm using the plain mailbox, which is the best one I think for all purpose. It's just the plain mailbox with the little piece here when you put your postage stamp right in there. But I'm going to show you how to color this super fast and super easy with your watercolor pencils. Now we carry the watercolor pencils here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and yes, they'll be on sale. We carry a 24 palette. There are watercolor pencils out there where you can buy 96 of them or 36 of them. These retail for $13.99 and they'll be on sale. Do I think you need to have 96 different colors of watercolor pencil? No. Just like the Tim Holtz Distress Markers, it's lovely if you can have all of them. It's lovely if you can have 96 different colors. But frankly, the 24 colors that you get in the palette is enough to blend to make all your other colors. And at $13.99, it's okay. The kids can have their set. You can have your own set. It's not a big investment, and they last a very long time. And they're very easy to use and super not messy. So I'm gonna start. Now I'm gonna tell you the ink that you're gonna wanna use with these is Memento ink. That is the ink you want to use with your watercolor pencils. This ink does not move with water, unlike the Tim Holtz Distress ink or some of the others out there that will actually move with the water. You need an ink that is going to stay put, so when you add your water, it doesn't smear and it doesn't bleed. Memento is the brand you want. Now I'm going to be using black ink, but you could use any of the colors of the Memento ink. You could use the rich, or the brown, is it rich cocoa? You could use the greens, you could use the reds. You don't have to use a full size. If you have the little dewdrop size, it doesn't matter, just so long as it's Memento ink. All right, you could even, with your Memento markers, take your stamp and color some of it, and color the grass green and color the post brown and color this orange, and then stamp it like that so that you have all different colors of a mailbox before you color it in. It's up to you, but Memento is the ink, the dye-based ink, that's not gonna move. So I'm gonna give this a stamp. I've got my Tim Holtz Grib Block, and this is a cling stamp. It is a red rubber stamp, but it's got this cling cushion on it. Now it's not sticky, okay? It's not a sticky. It clings to it by static, and you just put it onto your block and press it down and it stays. Now if for some reason you're finding that your cling stamps don't stick to your clear block, it's because maybe there's some oils from your fingers or some embossing powders either on the back of the cling here or on your block. Simple. Take some Dawn dishwashing detergent, wash both of them, dry both of them, and instant presto, it will cling again. And people ask, well, I don't understand the cling. The cling is a stamp that just used to have a wood mount to it. When stamping first started, almost everything was on this wood mount. And the wood mount is big and it's bulky. Well, the stamp companies got really smart because storage is such an issue, and cost also. Wood mount stamps are about 30% more. They got rid of the wood, added this cling foam so that you can attach it to any clear acrylic block. And of course we use the Tim Holtz grid blocks, but any clear acrylic block. And you just take it on and off forever. And every now and then you just clean the back of it and clean your block so that there's no oils or dirt, and it will cling again. Okay, that's a cling stamp, which is different than a clear stamp. Clear is when a stamp you can actually see through it. Okay, so this is a cling rubber stamp. It's like buying one on a wood block, only you get the benefit of not having that big bulky wood block. And they're cheaper. Yay! So I'm gonna ink this up really quick with my Memento ink. Ooh. And I'm gonna give it a stamp. Now remember, we've got our stamp mat here. This is my stamp mat cut in half, and we do sell these, but keep in mind, for us to ship them to you, we gotta cut it in half, which I think is just fine because I've never seen a stamp big enough to actually fit the entire craft mat. If you buy it and we cut it in half, give the other half to your friend, or keep it if you're having a crop day at your house, or whatever. So I've got it turned over. I'm gonna put it down. And what this stamp mat does is it gives a little bit of a gush. It lets me push the stamp in, get a nice impression, and pull it up. It has some gush to it. If you're gonna try and stamp to a hard surface, you've got nothing for it to sink into, nothing for it to melt into to give a nice all over coverage. And that's when you generally end up having holes in a stamp. They call it holes, where there's maybe a few places where it didn't stamp really nice. Generally, that's because you're stamping on a hard surface and you can't get good gush. So this is my gush pad. The big size, the whole size sells for $3.99, so it's not a big expense. It works beautifully. I'll tell you, you can take a baby wipe and clean up all the excess, all of this that was done after the last make and take. I'm gonna take a baby wipe and I will clean all of that, will come off. It doesn't matter if you do it today or next week, it just cleans up beautifully and it gives you a very nice impression. People who say that they can't stamp or have trouble stamping probably aren't using a craft mat or a stamp mat. It will make your life so much easier. Best $3.99 ever. Okay, so I have stamped my image. Now I'm going to take some watercolor pencils and I'm gonna start with the black. Now the thing with the watercolor pencils is that it's not about coloring the entire image with the watercolor pencil. It's not. It's about coloring part of the image and using that water to bleed out and blend out and make your own highlights and shadows using just one or two colors. So I'm not going to come in here and color this entire post black. I'm going to put some color here. I'm going to put some color down there. I'm going to put some color over here and down here. So can you see where I've made my coloring? I haven't colored the entire thing. I didn't scribble in here at all. And you don't have to be neat when you're coloring. That's also a beautiful thing. You can just get in there and just put some scribbles in there because that water is going to move that pencil. So kids, this is great for kids because it's not a marker. So they can't get it everywhere, and it doesn't take much pressure, and it blends beautifully, and it's fast. It's super fast. So I've got my Tim Holtz water brush. I'm gonna put a little bit of water on it, take a little bit of water off my hand, just kind of dab my brush so it's not so wet, and I'm gonna pull that color. Little bit more water. I'm gonna pull that color out. And it's going to make its own highlights and its own shadows. A little bit more water. And I've got its own highlights and its own shadows. It's dark down at the bottom where you would think a shadow would be, and it's light in the middle because I took a little bit of that water and I just blended it on in. You want to make it lighter, add just a little bit more water, and you can lift some of the color. But it's that easy. It's super fast. Let's do the mailbox really quick. So here you've got it where, let's see what color. How about this one? I'm going to put a little bit of color over here. And you can see I'm just kind of coloring. I'm not being precise or neat about it at all. I'm just kind of scribbling that color in. See where I've colored? Now I'm going to take my water brush and I'm just going to pull that color right out. and just paint it right on in. Add a little bit more water so we can do this side. And you can see that the ink isn't moving. You want to make sure that ink does not bleed. And that's what the Memento ink will do for you. So I've got a little bit of highlight, a little bit of shadow. How simple is that? Super easy. Super easy. You want to add a little bit of grass because you don't want to spend too much time. It's an envelope, but my gosh, it looks so cute when it's done. Take a little bit of my green. Just kind of get it around, and it doesn't take a lot of water. I think most people add too much water. Little bit goes a long way in the water. You don't need to add so much. And because it's a watercolor pencil and you're not using that much water, it does not bleed through the envelope. No bleeding through. You couldn't do that with a Copic or some of the other markers. You would need to put something inside the envelope so that when you're doing it, it doesn't bleed all the way through to the back. Watercolor pencil, look at that, no bleeding through. Super cute. Now this one has an additional, each of the sets have an additional little stamp that comes with it. And this one has a little thumbtack to it, and you ink it up and press it down and give a little gush, and up it goes. And that's where you would place your stamp. Oh my gosh, and then the address and everything like that, your name, but how cute. And you could color this one in too. And I would add a little bit of color on this side and a little bit of color here. And see how I've done just half of the little push pin? That's because I'm going to pull the color to the opposite end, making it have a high and a low shadow. Cute. They're so easy. Now this you don't mind sending if they throw it away because it literally took you all of 2 minutes to do. But when you get that in the mail, wouldn't that make you smile before you even see the card? And Stamplistic has so many different ones. I mean, I've just got a ton here. I've got Gone Fishing, and I've got the cute little broken one. Isn't that darling for a guy card? And for teachers. There's 2 stamps for teachers. And we've got one for cats, and we've got for dogs. Looking for a cat, for people who love their cats. Look at how cute is that? Super easy. Now you say, but I want to blend some of these to make more than one color. That's okay. Got my stamp here. Poof, by the magic of TV, it's already stamped. I'm gonna take, let's try this one. I'm gonna take a little bit of the blue and put it over here. And just so you can see a good contrast, I'm gonna take a green, I think. Or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe a green. And put the green over here. Because maybe you were born in the 60s and you got a tie-dyed mailbox. Or maybe you were brought up in the 60s and you have a tie-dye mailbox. Look at that color just move. Super easy. Put a little bit more water, grab some of that green, and just move that green right into the blue. And it will make its own blends. So can you imagine what you can do with flowers? Oh, so easy, so fun. And again, it didn't take a lot of time. You might not want to spend a lot of time because this is going to end up in somebody's trash can, but you want that first impression to be just wow. Go in there, add a little color. Go in here, add a little color. And Stamplistic has made these really easy to use because they're open stamps. You have a lot of room to color. And with the Tim Holtz brush, when you get into areas that are really small, the brush is so fine tipped that you can really just get right in there. I hear that phone ringing. And look at the blend. Easy to do. So that's using basic watercolor pencils. And again, I don't think you should spend a lot of money on them. I think 24 is more than enough colors to do everything you needed to do. They're relatively inexpensive, $13.99, and then they'll be on a YouTube Yummy, and you just make your own colors. Really easy. Now, if you don't want to stamp, let's say you're not a big stamper, but you still want to decorate your envelope, fine. Elizabeth Craft Design peel-offs, Dazzle's peel-offs, any peel-off. If you don't know what a peel-off is a sticker. It's a sticker, and it's an outline sticker. So an outline sticker. So here it is on the sheet, and I have pulled this outline off and put it somewhere. It lets you color easily. Let's see, do I have the... I do. We have the cherry blossoms. Maybe I'll do, well, I guess I can do the leaves. So I've taken a sticker, I've taken a leaf, and the first thing I do when I get my peel-offs is I take the background off. This one hasn't been done, but if it were me, I would take the background off. What did I do? Oh, my scissors. I would just take this background right off. So I would just lift this up, lift it up, and pull away and get rid of all of that background. Now you're asking, why am I doing that? Well, because then it's easier to see what you're left with. You're actually able to see the stickers better than looking at them. Let me get this off my hands. Looking at them this way versus this way. See how much easier it is to see what stickers you have and what negative space you have versus on the black. Just rip that background right off, and that's what we've done with this one. Now a peel-off sticker, you just bend it, grab it, peel it. Now they're made of vinyl, so they're very clingy to you. Easiest way to make them not clingy is take a little bit of water and put it to the back of the sticker. The sticky part of the sticker. A little bit of water to the sticky part of the sticker. I promise it will still stick, but it makes it easier to hold. It doesn't cling to you as much, and it gives you some flexibility when you are putting it down. So let's say I'm sending this off to somebody and I put my peel off down. There it is. I could put my stamp and my address, but I want to color it because you just want to add a little something to it. Very easy to do. Let's grab this one and let's put a little bit down here. And again, I'm not being precise, I'm just coloring in. It's kind of nice because you don't really have to think about whether you're inside the lines or if it's beautiful. Look at that, see? Just some scribbles. Grab my water brush, a little bit of water, and I'm gonna move those two together. The water gets rid of all the brush strokes, gets rid of all the scribble strokes. And I've started to blend. Decorate your envelopes fast, simple, easy. And with all the peel-offs that are on the market, between Elizabeth Crafts and Dazzle's, holy smokes, you could decorate for every occasion. You're gonna wanna start getting into all the different peel-off stickers, or if you have a lot of stamps, well, now you've got a whole new use for them. Look at that. So easy. So you don't have to stamp on your envelopes. If you're not a stamper, that's okay. Get some open stickers that you can color. They've got such cute ones. They've got Christmas trees that your kids can color in when you send your Christmas cards. They've got Halloween ones. They've got birthday ones. They've got a peel-off sticker for everything. And each sheet is about $2. You get so many stickers for $2. It's incredible. Now I've got one that I've started here. This is dry. I want to tell you the one thing about watercolor pencils that you need to know is that you cannot go back on top of this color to add more color until it is completely dry. You don't want to add more color until it is completely dry, because what it does is it gets the tip wet and that makes it leave a line that you're not going to be able to blend out. But this one's completely dry, and I'm just going to go back in and add a little bit more color. I want it to have a little bit darker shadow at the bottom, so I'm just going to add a little more color. Take my water brush, and I'm not going to blend away the color at the bottom. I'm just going to blend away the lines at the top because I wanted it to have a little bit more shadowy effect. And I'm just going to blend away the lines at the top just to add a little more depth and dimension to it. It was that easy, but you have to wait till it's dry. So I mean, if you can imagine taking a flower or a bird or whatever you've got to peel off of, and you just scribble in there and scribble in there. You can even add a third color. I've just absolutely scribbled. Take your water brush and just blend. It just makes magic. It really does, and you can blend it right out to the lightest colors. Can you see how I'm blending it out? To make your own highlights and your own tones. And it really is, they're just beautiful. You can blend in between, make sure that line disappears. It's so simple, so easy, and highly effective. Especially when you're doing an envelope. You know, spend an hour on the card inside, spend a few minutes on the envelope outside, but how nice it would be to get that as a presentation before they even open it. Okay, watercolor pencils. A lot of you have them in your stash. A lot of you are gonna wanna get them. $13.99 and they'll be on sale, along with all the envelope dress-ups. There's one here that's so stinking cute. The beach, the catnip, where did I do with Christmas, plain. Oh, what did I do? Oh, outhouse. Okay, it says outhouse on it. That's what it says. It's super cute. Look at outhouse. But isn't this even more darling as a get well card? Because it's got the little tissue. Like if you've got a cold or a flu or you're not feeling well and you send somebody a feel better card. How cute is this? It says outhouse. They need to change that to get well because this is just the cutest little get well forever. I mean, just darling. And I did talk to Stamplistic because we had questions at the make and take when we did this. And people asked, well, are they gonna come out with more? And yes, they are. They're going to come out with more. I'm hoping that they do maybe one a month. That would be really nice. But I know that they're thinking of maybe Americana or baby. There's a couple themes they're throwing around. So hopefully we will see more of these in the future. But for right now, we've got about 25 styles and they will be on a YouTube Yummy along with the watercolor pencils. Now, I told you I was gonna do, and let me show you some samples of this really quick. I won't show you all of them, but let me show you some samples of some of the envelopes. There's the birthday. Is that so cute? All done with watercolor pencil. These were all done with watercolor pencils. Isn't that darling? Here's just the basic mail, and we even added just a hair bit of Flower Soft on the bottom. Just a hair bit of Flower Soft. And of course, if you're not putting it in the mail, you don't have to stamp that. You decorate your envelope even if you're handing them the card. Look at the beach with a little bit of stickles. Cute, huh? Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna move on. I'll show you the rest in a minute. So I also promised that I would show you how to use Elizabeth Craft's transfer sheets. Let me grab one. This is an Elizabeth Craft transfer sheet. This is how it comes packaged. It looks very similar to the peel-offs, but it is for a completely different purpose. When you pull out your transfer sheet, this is what it looks like. Just a plain, you're like, what is this? Well, it's a sticky sheet on the top, a sticky sheet on the top that is reusable again and again and again until it no longer sticks. So you want to try and keep as much embossing powder or glitter or even your finger oils off of it. But they're $2 a sheet, so it's not a break the bank type of thing. And we will put this one on a YouTube Yummy because I don't know that it's been on a YouTube Yummy. So the first thing I want to tell you when I open my transfer sheets is I cut it. I cut it right in half. And I use this one if I have a big sticker that I'm trying to utilize the negative of. Then I take this one and I cut it again. And this is for my medium size. Then I take this one and I cut it again. And I use these for words. Now, you're looking at me going, okay, but what does it do? Well, with every single peel-off sheet you get, except for the words, you get a positive, which is the outline that we peel off. There's your positive. But what is left behind here is a negative. Well, that's a sticker too, and you should be able to use that as well. That's what this is for, to be able to pull that negative off instead of taking it off piece by piece by piece, because they're all separate pieces. So how are you going to get these off except for moving them one by one and trying to line them back up? Oh no. No, I don't have the patience for that. You know what, maybe I'll do one of the cherries. I've got some cute cherries here. Let me do a cherry because the cherries are stinking adorable. Let me open it up. So I just got my brand new sheet of peel-offs. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of that backing. I'm gonna peel this backing all the way off. And that lets you see what stickers you actually have. Much easier to work with doing that versus trying to see them this way. And even though my eyes are good for my age, it's still much easier this way than that way. So I am going to now go ahead and I'm going to take off a cherry just so you can see the outline. Let's see. So I'm going to peel off. Oh, that's not a, maybe I do a whole bowl. Oh no, let's do a big one. Here we go. Let's do this one. There's got to be enough left for me to peel. All right, so I've taken my positive here in my hand. I'm going to put just a little bit of water on the back. Now you can use spit if you don't have water. I know that sounds terrible, but it's true, you can. And then you could lay it down wherever you want it. How cute if you're sending out summer cards. And then of course I could take my watercolor pencils and start coloring, but that's not what I'm gonna do. I just wanted to get that cherry somewhere. I'm then going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut around the negative here. Cut around the negative. All right, so I've cut that piece out. Now I'm going to take my transfer sheet. And again, it's reusable, so once you lift it off, don't throw this back piece away because you're going to need to put this back on there because you want to use it as many times as you possibly can before it becomes non-sticky. Now, what most people think is that you put this on here and you rub really hard and then you pull it off. That's not really the best way to do it. Yes, you want to give it a good rub, maybe go in there with a little, with the back of your scissors or whatever and get it on there really good. But then you have to do the bend and snap. Now, if any of you have seen Legally Blonde, when I teach my class, I actually do the bend and snap. You can't see me doing it, but I'm doing it. The bend and snap. Because that's what you want to do when you use these. You want to bend and snap. You want to take this white piece here and you want to start bending it back, bending it back, bending it back. And when a piece doesn't stick, although these are going to stick really well, you bend it back even more until it snaps down onto the clear transfer. See how these are just going, I'm bending and bending, and bending, and look at, they all came off. Now what do? Now I take my card or my envelope or my scrapbooking page, whatever it is I want to do, and I put this there. Rub it down, same thing, pull back. And it will leave your sticker there without damaging your paper. Ta-da! All of a sudden, you have taken one sheet of stickers for $2 and doubled your value. Yay, that's what this is all about, doubling your value, getting the most out of what you buy. I'm gonna cut this one out, we're gonna do this one too. This one might be a little bit more time consuming, but that's okay. You need to really get this. So my negative is gone, or my positive is gone. I've peeled the peel off, and it's this one right here, peeled the peel off. Now I'm going to take I'm going to pull these little pieces off here. I'm going to take my transfer sheet. I'm going to put it down. Put it here because it doesn't stick to that. And I'm going to give it a good rub. Good rub. Take the back of your scissors, whatever you need to do. Just give it a good rub. Then I'm going to take the back of the white and I'm going to start to bend. And as I bend, those little black pieces are going to snap down onto the transfer sheet. Look at how easy is that. Now, I'm really good at this, I have to tell you. I've got a lot of practice. It might take you a couple tries to be able to do it that well. But if I can do it, you can do it. Take it, put it down onto your paper, and you've got a whole nother sticker. Yep. Get the most out of those peel-offs. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. Is that not just beautiful? So on the inside of the card, maybe you've used this one, and on the outside of the card, you put that one. Absolutely, use them. And then when you're all done, take it and put it right back on that little piece it came off of and save it for the next time. Until it doesn't stick anymore, you can use it again and again and again. And you really want to use a size that is closest to your peel-off sticker. I wouldn't want to use that big piece that I cut. I don't know what I did with it, but that big piece that I cut, because it's just too big. There's too much opportunity for it to get dirty, and you want to just really use a size that is comparable to your peel off. That's why I cut it into so many different pieces, so I have a variance of sizes, so I have the right size for the project I'm working on, the sticker I'm working on. But again, they're $2. No big deal. Once it doesn't stick anymore, $2 gets you a whole nother sheet and you get to start all over again. You have to remember the bend and snap. Bend and snap. If you remember to bend and have the sticker snap onto that transfer sheet, you'll be successful every single time. Awesome, huh? Okay, I think that's it. Now I'll show you the rest of the samples because the girls really did a beautiful job on samples. What did we talk about today? We talked about our watercolor pencils and how easy they are to use. You don't need to have a huge set. You don't need to spend a tremendous amount of money for them. Yes, they'll work beautifully on watercolor paper, but at the same time, they work on plain, this is just a plain envelope. Work on regular paper as well. And that the watercolor pencils don't bleed through. So it doesn't ruin your envelope by using them. It's not like a marker that's gonna seep in and soak through. A little bit of water goes a long way, and yes, you can blend your colors beautifully. We talked about the Stamplistic stamps and just how stinking cute they are, and how you can dress up an envelope just as quickly as that so that you make the best first impression. You have a smile from whoever you send it to before they even open it up. and that if you don't stamp, you can use open stickers like peel-offs from Elizabeth Crafts or Dazzles. You can use those to color in so you too can decorate your envelopes. And I really do love the watercolor pencils. My kids use them. It was the first thing they really used because it was easy, it wasn't messy, and everybody can be successful. It looks good no matter what you do. You really have a hard time making mud with those. So I want to show these really quick. Here's the rest of the envelopes. Here's the rest of the envelopes. The school teacher. I love this one. Look at the Halloween. Oh my gosh. Yes, all of that comes with the little bats and everything. Isn't that so cute? Here's just the basic mailbox that we've been doing. Look at how cute. And here's a Christmas. One of the Christmas. How can you not want to put that on your Christmas cards before you send them? And you just put your little postage right there. And if you're hand delivering them, don't stamp that at all. Okay, then we made some cards. We made some cards using them because I wanted to show you, you can use the envelope stamp just as that on a front of a card. This one says happy birthday. There's the little mailbox with the little piece of cake coming out of it. Is that darling? Happy birthday. Cute. And then we have thank you. Look at if you're a housewarming and you're sending thank you notes after your housewarming, how cute is this? And my favorite is the Hooray for the USA, the Americana. Now, Yvette just took one of the basic houses that we had, and she just did the Americana colors. Hooray for the USA. Is this not darling? Wouldn't you just love to send this to somebody overseas, a service person who's protecting our country for us? What a nice gesture. Really cute. So you can use them on your cards, you can use them on your envelopes. It's up to you. Okay, now one last thing before I call it done is that I said we would have the Elizabeth Craft little glittery flowers in stock, and we have them. Those will be on a YouTube Yummy. We've got, that's my displayer. Sorry about the noise. That sounded really bad, huh? There's like 20 or maybe 15 different colors of them, and we will have them. Now, last week everybody came and did a make and take, and they did the little envelope, the basic one. They did a little envelope, but I couldn't send them home with just an envelope. Oh no. So we made a very basic card as well. And this is the card we made. Well, this is one of the cards I made. I spruced it up a little bit, but I took those little glitter stickers and I dotted it. Now, I have to say this was not my idea. One of the girls at the make and take did it. A couple of the girls at the make and take did it, and I stole it. So I scrap lifted. But how cute is just putting those little dots, the little flowers around. This is just a basic card, one strip of paper, one ribbon, a couple little dots, and the sentiment. Done. Love those little glitter flowers. So yes, we have them, and we will put those on a YouTube Yummy. So what's gonna be on sale? All the Stamplistic stamps, including the Get Well. It doesn't say Get Well, it says Outhouse, but it's really cute for Get Well. And the watercolor pencils, and the transfer sheet, and the Elizabeth Crafts glittered flowers. All of that's going to be on sale. So I'm gonna tilt on up, and I'm gonna say, hey everybody, it's me, Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple. And where are you gonna get all these great goodies? You are going to get them at our online store. Oh, the phone is ringing, it's almost 10 o'clock. What's the online store address? Well, you can shop at sms.com. That's shop@sms.com. The word shop, the word at, SMS altogether.com, or scrapbooking-made-simple.com. Those will get you right to our web store. These will be on a YouTube Yummy. You just click below. There's a big box right in the middle of the front page of our website that says what's on sale, and you click there and you'll find everything there for you. So congratulations to all of our winners. Thank you everybody for your support of our store. Know that we are working diligently to get all those orders out. It took 4 reams of paper just to print National Scrapbook Day, May 4th. It was over 650 orders on May 4th alone, and then another 350 on May 5th. It took almost an entire week just to print the orders. Thank you. Yay, I appreciate it. It means so much to me. So we'll see you next week. Have a great one, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.